Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. On Tuesday, July 21st, I checked the Long Island Railroad radar and noticed that the New York and Atlantic RS40 was headed up to Cle Lumber in Huntington. I've always wanted to chase this train, so I took advantage of this opportunity and spent the whole day chasing them. Here we start out at Westbury on the main line. Today's train is led by both BR-20Bs with their 4 loaded center beams in tow. And with that, the chase was on. Our next location would be Syosset, the first station on the Port Jeff branch that we would see them at. Following Syosset would be Cold Spring Harbor, where I just barely made it, and due to the rain, it was a bit tough to get a good shot without getting soaked. Cold Spring Harbor is a really awesome station where you can get some really nice shots, and luckily I was able to see them here again on their return trip. We were on to Huntington afterwards where they had to wait for some passenger traffic to clear, but after, they did come through. here we are at Northport, the farthest east they will go while on their trip to the Port Jeff branch. What they will perform here once the passenger trains clear is a runaround, where they will bring the power from the one end of the train to the other, to orient the train correctly for when they switch Cle Lumber in Huntington. After they back up and couple to the other end of the train and let a passenger train clear, they will be ready to head back west with the loads and begin switching in Huntington. Now we arrive at Green Lawn Station, a really awesome station just west of Northport where they travel downhill and then back uphill west of the station. And after here, they pass through Huntington into Cle Lumber, which is where we went next. Now also note that Cle Lumber was recently acquired by the company Builders First Source, so I guess technically this is no longer the Kleet job and instead the Builders First Source job. But regardless, I'm still going to refer to it as the Kleet job. Me and my dad pulled into this parking lot and got some of the switching action here, which is pretty simple. They uncouple the loads, couple to the empties, pull the empties out, couple back to the loads, and then reverse back the loads. uncouple, and take the empties back west. Not too difficult, and they were able to do everything pretty quickly. Me and my dad decided to head out to the next spot a bit early to make sure we wouldn't miss it. Here we are back at Cold Spring Harbor to see them come around the iconic curve here at the north, or I guess east end of the platform. Now that they have picked up the empties too, this train technically changes to the return symbol of RS41 as they head west towards Fresh Pond. This curve is really awesome, and I've always wanted to see them at this spot, so I was glad I was finally able to do so. This chase certainly wasn't over yet though, because we still had 2 more stops. The first would be back at Syosset. for one final shot, we made a stop at Carl Place back on the main line. And just like that, I had successfully chased the New York and Atlantic Cle Lumber job. I hope you all enjoyed this video, and thank you all very much for watching, as this video was a lot of fun to film. Oh, and also, just when I thought it was over, right behind the 41 was an equipment move I was able to catch, with a regular diesel set pulling a cab car, which was really cool. But once again, thank you all very much for watching.